Your job may pay you, but your gift is what creates access, influence, and long-term wealth. In this video, we're going to talk about how your gift is your superpower and how it'll help you not just uh, pay bills, it helps you build wealth. I want us to understand that it's gotten from the scripture Proverbs 18:16, which says, "A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men." I want you to understand that it didn't say a man's job. So your gift, not your job, is your true asset. And it's so important for you to understand your gift, right? Because understanding your gift will help you build the life that creates wealth but also multiplies wealth. So I want to first start with what is a gift, right? And I always say gift in three definitions. Excuse me. Your gift consists of your purpose, your skill, and your experience. Now, what are these things, right? Because someone will be like, well, what do you mean gift? Gift as in something you gift me? No, it's something you're called to do, something you're born with, right? So your purpose is what you were designed to contribute, meaning that what you were called to do, the very thing that you were called to do on this earth is attributes to the gifts that you have in your life. Your skill. Your skill is what you've developed through practice. Now, your gift doesn't only have to be your purpose, it has to be backed by skill, meaning you have to be able to do and use that purpose continually for a number of time for you to get to the point of mastery. Because the more you practice a thing and consistent with that thing, the more you get better at it. The third is experience. This is what you've learned through life, meaning that from the beginning to the end, it has attributed to the gifts that you have within you. Now, your gift sits at the intersection of all three. It's the combination of the three together, because your gift is not just only what you're born with, it's also a combination of your skills, that's what you're good at, and the experience, how you've lived. And those things have come together to create the concept gift. Now, many people just choose gift as just what you're born with, but it's not just only purpose. It's a combination of purpose, skill, and experience. Now, how does your gift create assets, right? Because sometimes it says that what your gift makes room and what it gives creates access to you, right? It brings you before great men. So how does it make room? Because you know your purpose, you know you've improved your skill set, and you have experience for a long time, it builds credibility, but it also makes you valuable, right? People will trust someone that has gone through the problems that they are going through because they've been through it. So instead of you focusing on getting a job, which there's nothing wrong with, ensure that that job improves your purpose, your skill, and your experience. Basically, if it's not connected to your gift, you're wasting your time, because you will never feel fulfilled until you accomplish the goals and the life that God has for you. So instead of living an unfulfilled life and then having regrets and then thinking, oh God, why did this happen? Why did focus on how is this actually bringing access to me. Now, how does it bring access? Because of the value you bring, right? So if you're not valuable, you don't have access and influence. People are drawn to people that know what they're doing. So when refined, your gift becomes intellectual properties. How? Books, courses, speaking, consulting, investment, and so much more. They are assets. Gifts are assets and assets. They bring access to flow, influence, and long-term wealth with assets, right? So they help you build assets, right? An asset generates income without trading time for money. This is so important because many people work 9 to 5, trading their actual time for money, which is which is not going to set you up for wealth. I'm being honest with you, it won't. But your gift will actually set you up because it will help you build assets, but also give you access to gain wealth. So don't just think about how can I do my 9 to 5 and do this work. Ask yourself, if this job is not adding to my skills, it's not helping my purpose, and it's not giving me good experience, it's a waste of my time. Complete waste of my time. Complete waste. So don't focus on just getting the job. Make sure that it is adding to your purpose, it's adding to your experience, it's improving your skill. If a job is not doing that, you're just paying bills. But just know that you will not be able to build wealth. And that will not bring you before great men, because great men do not speak to, I'm never going to say it, but great men are attracted to men of value. Great people, influential people, are attracted to people of value, not people that do 9 to 5. Now, you can be doing 9 to 5 and be valuable. Don't waste that value. Implement it, use it, and use it to bless people. Third point is true value creates asset. Like I was saying, value opens doors money cannot. You want to be in the rooms with people that are influential, you need to be a valuable person. You have to also be willing to listen. You don't know it all. You apparently do not know it all. Listen. Drop your pride and listen. When your gift is mastered, it positions you before influential people. And this is so true because I've seen it in my own life. The kind of people I used to hang around, oh my God, I can't even be in those spaces. And the people I hang around with now, I wouldn't have been able to sustain those friendships. So don't just chase, make sure you have the capacity to maintain. If you want wealth, you need to be someone that is wealthy in the mind and they have value that can bring wealth to others, right? So it positions you before influential people and gives you strategic opportunities. I'll give an example. I remember when I wrote my first book. I wrote it, published it. Initially, before I figured out my gift, my purpose, the skills, and my experiences, I did not even believe that you could do something that could bring an asset and bring return of investment without you working for it. Now, I do the work now and yield the results and the rewards continually for life. So I said, okay, I'm going to write the book. I wrote the book. And before I wrote the book, my mindset changed. I went through a mindset change. When my mindset transformed, I did the work I needed to do to transform my thinking. And because of that, I was able to impact that value into a book. The moment I wrote the book, my friend group changed. Not only did my friend group change, I got more opportunities to speak at places because of my book. And I want you to understand what I'm saying here is that I became valuable. I didn't just chase for how I'm going to pay the bills. I actually chased for being valuable because value attracts money. Money is attracted to people that are valuable. So if you want wealth, become valuable. That's where the true wealth building strategy lies. Number 4 is mastery plus experience equals success, value, and influence. Now, I'll explain what's success. Success is a result, is consistent result. When you get a specific result over a period of time consistently, that is success. Value is you solving meaningful problems, right? So if you want to be successful, you want to be valuable, and you want to have influence, you have to master the skills that you have. And those skills, first discover purpose and then master those skills to help you implement purpose, and then gather the experience of implementing the purpose. Or the gifts. Influence is the ability to move people and markets, right? So I want you to understand that when you mastery plus experience equals success, value, and influence. This will help you bring you before great people, because now you've mastered a skill and a gift, and because of the time you've spent mastering it, it has built experience plus that mastery. Then you can have access to success, value, and influence. No mastery, no leverage. So you want to be able to master one skill, something you're called to do, you're good at. Now, sometimes you may be good at something, but you do not like it, or you're not called to do it. Find out what gives you fulfillment and implement it. Spend time with it. Purpose University is one of them for me. I found my purpose, and I realized I love to help people. And I did that, and working on it, I used it. I wrote a book, and through the book, I now teach people how to write books. So I'm a book and business consultant. That's the whole concept of the Purpose University. So help you first discover the gift, and then when you discover the gift, use skills and improve skills that will help you implement those gifts, and the experience will gather with time. The last point is job is not the same as ownership mindset. If you want to build wealth, you need to have an ownership mindset, and that is how it is. Without an ownership mindset, you can never be able to establish or multiply things, because multiplication flows from someone that knows their identity, right? If your identity is based off your 9 to 5 job, you're not ready. You want to be able to create something where you can own it, and ownership creates freedom, and create freedom creates wealth. So a job is honorable, but ownership multiplies wealth. And it's true. It is so true, because I've seen this in my life, and even with the Purpose University, where I was working, but I never knew my values. Because job itself, if you're not doing it to improve yourself, it stagnates your growth. So you become stagnant at one level, and you never move to the next level. But when you have an ownership mindset, you know that this is just a tool to get you to your end result, and you don't stay there. So ownership mindset is you seeing your gift as a business and not just a labor, right? You're not just seeing it as, oh, this is work and hard work. No, it's you seeing this gift as something valuable and turning that valuable item into something that generates wealth over time. So I want you to understand that in terms of building wealth, you need to know purpose, you need to know your skills, and you need to build experience. These are the 3 things that will help you in this journey. Now, I'll give you some tips that you can do to help you understand your gifts. Is that identify your top 3 transferable skills, the things that you know you're good at. Identify them. The next one is ask how your gift can solve a problem at scale, right? Don't just focus on the initial, focus on also scalability. If this thing cannot scale from now on, then is it valuable? No, it's not. So you need to ask yourself, how does your gift solve a problem at scale? What does it do? How does it help people? Are you just solving one type of problem, or do you give them a way for them to be able to expand? For me, for the Purpose University, we were able to solve the book problem by first understanding the identity of an author, then writing the book, and then expanding that book into multiple streams of income. And we do this it's called the Ultimate 3, which is coming up very soon. The Ultimate 3 is the combination of 3 courses: SD, the IDU. This is where you do the work. It's using the BDA framework, the before, during, and after framework, whereby before you become an author, you have to do some work internally. And then during the process of becoming an author, you have to find out the strategies to help you write the book with ease. And then after you write the book, and after you become an author, you have to find strategies to help you expand that book into multiple streams of income. So that is how you solve your problems at scale. Right? So, and the third is begin packaging your knowledge, which is what I did, and I put them in a course. I recorded myself, did a course, and I even need to show my face too much. I just did a slide and I recorded it, and that was it. And then shift your employee thinking to asset thinking. How can I build assets? You can still be working for somebody, but find out, is this work an asset, or is it depreciating or appreciating? If it's depreciating, you want to find out things that appreciate why you gain capital, because your job right now will be your capital. And then when you're able to improve those skills, you can take that capital and use it to develop and build wealth. I hope that this video was helpful to you, and make sure that when you are doing your job, don't just be so focused on how you're going to pay bills. That's not enough. Look at your job as a means that you can use to fulfill purpose, to improve your skill, and to gain experience. And I hope to see you guys for more tips. Bye.